It's kind of cool to do a rom-com with a couple. It like adds to the environment in the space, you know? And they both have such a great sense of humor and their personalities are so different that it's nice to collaborate and get ideas from each one.
Kiersey, amazing job on this film. I absolutely loved your performance, and I love your character, Cassidy. She's introduced kind of like the obstacle to our protagonist, Allie, only when we meet her, but the more we dive deeper into the film, we root for your character, Cassidy. What was it like to peel back those layers and when playing Cassidy?
I think that she is so chill that there's a lot going on in the inside, but she's very good at being present and allowing each moment to pass. And so I just peeled back the layers going through the script of when those moments were, of when you kind of saw a different side of her, what really triggers her, and the questions that she has that you would never think that she was that person. You would just think she's hella chill and everything is easy kind of for her and she's laid back, you know? But obviously that's not the case for any human because we all have things going on.
I love that Cassidy is bisexual, and that's just a part of who she is instead of the only driving force of her plot. Can you talk to me about that, the importance of that representation?
It was something that was already written in the script versus like instead of me being like, this character should be queer, which I really appreciated. And it's not something that we see a lot, and there's kind of this, it's kind of frowned upon in our community in this way. That's not really cool. That, you know, people are like, yeah, but you married a man. And it shouldn't be that way, you know? She loves who she loves.
Dave Franco and Allison Brie both co-wrote this film, somebody I used to know. Can you talk about them working with them as collaborators?
Oh, I loved it. I already knew Dave, and I always wanted to do a rom-com. And it's kind of cool to do a rom-com with a couple. It like adds to the environment in the space, you know? And they both have such a great sense of humor and their personalities are so different that it's nice to collaborate and get ideas from each one, and then it gives the challenge of trying to meet in the middle, which I love. Actors love a challenge, you know?
How does Dave's experience as an actor impact his directing style?
Well, for me personally, he's really good at directing each actor for what they need. But for me, because he's an actor and I trusted him in that way, honestly, sometimes I would be like, give me a line read. Just tell me how you want me to say it. Which isn't because I was being lazy, but it allowed me to then think about it in my own way. You know, like he interpreted it as being the director, but also as an actor. And then I was able to bounce off of that and use it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what did you want to bring to the role of Cassidy that wasn't necessarily on the page?
I really wanted to bring a sense of humor, even in these moments where it could be played that or written that she's angry. You know, like the line where I say, this bitch. Like, she's not really like, this bitch. She's like, this girl is too much. That stuff is really fun to play with and giving all these different versions of it, you know?
Switching gears for a second, I'm really excited to see you as Iris West as in The Flash later this year. James Gunn just dropped the DCU slate, and he really hyped up The Flash.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Really. Now, we've seen a few different versions of Iris West's character played by different people, but can you tease anything of what we can expect from your Iris West in The Flash later this year?
I think that there's, you know, working off of Ezra and knowing Ezra for so many years, really working off of them really influenced who Iris was, and really exaggerating kind of how opposite their personalities are, which Andy was the one directing us in that way. Because you know me, I wanted to give her this like big sense of humor, but Iris she's very straight to the point, and there's conflict amongst them and a vulnerability that makes her feel more reserved. She doesn't exactly put it all out there, which is kind of what she has in common with Cassidy, which is interesting. I was not trying to connect that.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, look, Kiersey, thank you so much for your time. You are amazing in this film, and I can't thank you enough.